Why do traditional ADHD meds often fail for sluggish cognitive tempo? Imagine feeling like your mind is stuck in slow motion while the world zips by. That's what many people with sluggish cognitive tempo experience. It's a set of symptoms that often gets mixed up with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder but actually works differently in the brain. Sluggish cognitive tempo is marked by mental fog, persistent daydreaming, feeling tired, and slow thinking. Unlike ADHD, which often involves hyperactivity and impulsiveness, SCT is more about feeling mentally sluggish and having trouble staying alert. People with SCT might say they feel like they're moving through a mental swamp, taking longer to process ideas and complete tasks. Research shows that SCT might be a separate condition from ADHD. This is important because the brain issues behind SCT are different. Traditional ADHD medications mainly target the brain systems that help us stay focused and control impulses. But SCT involves problems with arousal levels and how fast the brain processes information. That's why standard medications like methylphenidate, a common stimulant, often don't work well for SCT. Studies have found that people with both ADHD and SCT respond to these drugs just as much as those with ADHD alone. This suggests that stimulants improve attention and impulsivity, but don't fix the mental sluggishness or fatigue that SCT causes. In fact, some research indicates that having SCT might even predict a weaker response to methylphenidate. This means that if someone has SCT, traditional stimulant medications might not be enough to help all their symptoms. On the other hand, some medications like lisdexamfetamine, sold as Vyvanse, seem to help both ADHD and SCT symptoms. Clinical trials show that lisdexamfetamine can cut down SCT symptoms by about 30% while also reducing ADHD symptoms by over 40%. This suggests it might address both attention issues and the sluggishness that comes with SCT. Another medication that shows promise is atomoxetine, a non-stimulant. It has been found to reduce both ADHD and SCT symptoms, often independently. This indicates that atomoxetine might work through a different pathway, directly targeting the cognitive sluggishness. The reason traditional ADHD meds often don't fully help SCT is because they mainly improve focus and reduce impulsivity. But SCT involves deficits in executive functions and processing speed. These are the mental skills that help us organize, prioritize, and think quickly. Standard stimulants don't always improve these areas, which is why mental fog and fatigue can persist even when attention improves. Some research also suggests that when people switch from lisdexamfetamine to a placebo, their SCT symptoms don't always come back fully. This hints at a possible long-term benefit or a carryover effect, which is different from how typical ADHD medications work. If you or someone you know struggles with both ADHD and SCT, it's important to talk with a healthcare provider. Standard medications might help with attention but leave mental sluggishness untouched. Exploring other options, like different medications or formulations, can be key to managing SCT effectively. The goal is to find treatments that target the specific brain mechanisms behind SCT, not just the symptoms of ADHD.